I'll start this video by saying, is it the best thing for me to give Pruit the attention they want? No. Like, obviously, me making this video is just going to give them attention, and they are doing all of their shenanigans for attention. So maybe making this video is not the best thing, but I want to at least get my thoughts out there and spread the awareness of this very toxic user who has been really entrenched themselves in the K-pop essay YouTuber lore. Mainly people who are associated with Everglow Up and now who are associated with me are now becoming entwined in this bigger lore piece. Cho Jimmy, someone who I've talked about on my channel quite recently, has now also been ensnared in the K-tube cinematic universe that is Pruit. K-tubers tend to get ensnared in the grasp of Pruit by interacting in some way with Everglow Up. It may have been a live stream that she was talking about this, or maybe it was one of her previous videos. I swear she talked about it at one point, but maybe my memory is tricking me there. But I believe I remember her mentioning that if she comments on someone else's video or they comment on her video, Pruit somehow gets involved. Now, personally, I do not remember Everglow Up commenting on one of my videos or me commenting on one of her videos. I remember Pruit started sending me emails and commenting on my videos like early January, February timeframe. So it's been quite a long time. And the only reason I'm bringing up Pruit now is because they kind of went silent specifically on my channel for a few months, like 3 to 4 months. It felt like from about June, July, when I took my break, till honestly quite recently, early October, that I've heard anything from them on my channel. But recently I've started to receive comments from just completely new accounts they've created, and now they're bringing up my name and emails that they're sending to other people, and I've been involved in this lore for a while now. But since my name is being dragged through the mud by a borderline cyber stalker, I feel like I should probably touch on their history with my channel and them just as this individual presence on KTube. Now again, other people have talked about them before. Cho Jimmy has talked about them in past videos. One is for All made a whole video talking about it, which I would recommend. It actually shows the initial short I made that since got taken down. I didn't delete it. I think it got like reported and taken down. Of the first email that I got from Pruit in that video, very lengthy piece saying I was, just being a mean person and throwing all these accusations at my way, which none of which have been ever proved or had any sort of fabric or evidence, backing those claims. And recently, Cho Jimmy in one of his videos has shown an email that says exposed as Taeju. The email reads as following: deleting and blocking my comments is admitting yourself that you are Taeju, and that will be told to all the real K-tubers you try to attack and slander. So you pathetic, I'm gonna censor out that word, piece of shit will only end up crying around again and blame some algorithm for not getting any real subs on your account when everyone can see your toxic vids hating on innocent idols all day, like you did with Espa, and then insulted all minds for calling you out. Now this email is serving as the catalyst for this video because I wasn't originally going to make a video about Pruit. I kind of wanted to a little bit, but it wasn't until I saw this email that I fully committed to it. Pruit is sending this email to a person that is not Taeju, obviously. First of all, my Instagram is public information. My email is also public information. This is quite clearly not my email they're sending this to. And Pruit goes as far to show no evidence that Cho Jimmy is Taeju. Oh, I'm sorry. The evidence that they're presenting is that deleting and blocking my comments is you admitting yourself that you are Taeju. And also there's weird grammatical errors here. Is you admitting yourself? It should be should you say is admitting that you are Taeju, not is you admitting yourself? So that's the evidence that Cho Jimmy is in fact me. It's that they are deleting and blocking comments, which does not provide any sort of tangible evidence at all that Cho Jimmy is in fact me. I will admit, deleted and blocked comments from Pruit because, like, who wouldn't? Their comments are very frequently filled with very hateful, slanderous rhetoric, so of course I'm going to delete them off my channel because they are slanderous in nature. And if you have ever deleted their comments or muted them or blocked their comments, I don't blame you at all. But this is not evidence that proves that anyone is someone else, right? That's stupid. The real reason I do want to touch on this email a little more is that some of the rhetoric in this email is very accusatory. I'll go over everything here that could potentially damage my name in some way. Again, most of the people reading this email probably aren't going to believe anything in it, but I might as well at least address it because some of the verbiage presented here is potentially slanderous in nature, so let's get to it. First is the claim that I tried to attack and slander real K-tubers, which point me in the direction where I've ever done that on my channel, literally ever. I have made it quite the message that I think K-tuber beef and attacking and slandering K-tubers is ridiculous and needless, and I have never done that in any of my videos. If Pruit would love to present to me where I've done this, feel free, but that's never happened on my channel. In fact, I've done the opposite. I've gone out of my way to consistently share channels which I enjoy their content, and even when I touched on a drama involving my name being spread around, specifically on Twitter involving one of my videos, which I made sure to black out the names of those people to protect them from potentially receiving hate from maybe some people watching that video that wanted to send them hate for any reason, which I 100% do not condone. In fact, I've actually done the opposite to people who have been pretty hateful and spiteful toward my videos on like Reddit and Twitter. So yeah, I've definitely never attacked or tried to slander any real K-tubers. Don't know where that's being brought up from. They then go on to call me two obscene words. The piece of shit doesn't bother me because I've been called much worse in COD lobbies before. But that first word right there, that bothers me for obvious reasons. That's very accusatory to call me that for what? I assume Pruitt is talking about the videos where I have said that I listen to groups with underage idols and that I have watched the music videos before with groups with underage idols, and I caught some backlash on the video that I recently made talking about that, but I don't see how that's evidence that I am that word. I'm going to talk directly to Pruitt here because I know they're watching this video. I'm not stupid. This is very dangerous language to use online, especially when you don't have any evidence, no corroborating information, anything to help your case when throwing an insult like this out, especially one that has a label that is a serious accusatory thing to call someone. There's been theories on, who Pruitt is as an individual, if they're like a stan of a certain older group and they're antis to specific groups, and that's why they hate on people who like those groups. And who knows the motives behind these essentially online attacks of individuals. Because, I certainly don't know the motives for what Pruitt does. This language that you're using is accusatory. It's slanderous. You're accusing me of being this vile thing, in which I think those people are absolute scum. Absolute scum. And I'm very offended. I'm offended. Like, the issue is that I've seen people use this word, this rhetoric, when talking about individuals to New Jeans music or IVE music or Seraphim music or any idol group with an underage idol. And I've seen people literally go on TikTok and call these people who listen to this music this word simply because they listen to the music. There's no evidence that they are that word of any kind outside the fact that, they just listen to the music, which is dangerous. Like, it's very dangerous. But let's continue past them accusing me of being that. They go on to say that I have cried and blamed an algorithm for not gaining any real subs on my accounts, because obviously they say my accounts because they think I am, Cho Jimmy and probably Everglow up at the same time. In a recent video, or really too recent because I talked about my August D video too, but in a recent video I did talk about how just the views on some of the videos that I would make normally be higher would be lower, and I even provided a pretty rational explanation that, like, hey, I took a break for like a month and a half, and also sponsored content on YouTube tends to not be pushed by the algorithm because a lot of people who have sponsored content typically have larger platforms, so they don't really need that kind of push in the algorithm. So I provided rational explanations myself for why my viewership and my sub numbers are lower than normal, and I'm perfectly okay with that because I don't really make content for the views. I just so happen to get views on some of my videos. The video I made talking about the algorithm and Cho Jimmy's video where he also talks about the algorithm as well are mainly just pointing out some potential issues on why some KTubers' content isn't pushed compared to others, and Chojimmy and I in our videos are not really complaining or crying about like our content maybe not getting as many views or as many subs. We're just really trying to provide a rational explanation for why that's happening. In fact, I kind of do the opposite in my second part of my K-pop is boring video, where I encourage people to keep making the content even if you don't get the views, right? Like, keep making the content that you like to make. Don't confine to the algorithm and make content that is going to get you views but is maybe more toxic, right? So again, this weird claim is completely false. In fact, I'll flash up some information regarding my channel on screen of my recent sub numbers to show that I have been getting subs on my account here. So kind of weird if you ask me. They're going to say toxic vids hating on innocent idols all day. Point me into the direction where I hate on an idol in any of my videos. I have no purpose to hate on idols. I have given criticism to idols, whether it be through their performance ability or maybe an action they've taken in the past, but I've never outwardly hated on an idol on this channel, and I never will, because I don't see a point on hating on really anything in life. So just like the accusation earlier, go ahead and prove where I hated on anyone in any of my videos. And then, of course, they bring up the aespa my incident that occurred on my channel a few months ago, where my video got flaunted on Reddit and Twitter as being some sort of doom posting video, and the comments I made under that video are apparently me insulting the members of aespa and aespa in general as a group, and because of that I received multiple death threats in my email, ton of hateful, slanderous comments on my videos. I won't talk about the situation any further just because I've talked about that like 3 or 4 times on my channel since then. I'm not going to beat a dead horse, right? Like, you guys have heard enough of that on my channel. And that is the entire email of Pruit thinking that Chojimmy is me, exposing Chojimmy as Taeju. Obviously, this email is full of accusations that are just riddled in delusion. When I watched Chojimmy's video and saw this, I actually laughed to myself because it's so ridiculous. Some of you watching this video might say, you know, Taeju, why are you even taking this seriously? Is because there is serious accusatory rhetoric in this email I feel like I do have to address to some degree, but it's also to show you guys how Pruit acts online towards K-pop essay YouTubers who they don't like. We can all sit down and wonder as to why Pruit makes these accusations towards people and says these things, but we'll never really know the answer because we don't know who Pruit is. Pruit has come after me with 4 to 5 different accounts, and I've had to block all of them. Only recently was it that they have created a whole nother account to come after me with under some of my videos, which I've promptly deleted and blocked as normal. But I really do think that Pruit should be kind of a case study on what K-pop can do to a person, how fandom culture can affect a person like this. Because as bad as I want to sit here and say, this person's trolling, they're not being serious, the amount of dedication and effort that they put in to the amount of comments they leave on people's videos, the emails they send, the dedication over months to do this, I don't think that this person is joking or trolling. I could be wrong, but this seems like there is malintent here, that they are being serious. Are they maybe a younger anti who has access to an email that leaves these very slanderous, accusatory things towards K-pop YouTubers because they don't like them and they don't understand the repercussions of that? Again, I could speculate all I want, but I'm never going to know the answer, and I don't think any of us are ever going to know the answer. And again, you may be asking yourself, why am I making this video? And it's really just to spread awareness that not only big K-tubers like me and Everglow, but even smaller K-tubers receive emails like this and hate comments that are riddled with rhetoric like this. And while Pruit has never mentally got to me in any way, they could get to other people by leaving this hateful rhetoric in people's comments or in their emails. Again, if you want to see a video touching more on the topic of Pruit and their shenanigans online, I would recommend going and watching One Us For All's breakdown that they did on Pruit a few months ago. I'll leave that in the description, as well as the other videos that Chojimmy made involving Pruit, also in the description. Go check those out. You know, the real question is, are we all Everglow Up? Are we all Taeju? Are we all Chojimmy? Like, who knows? The way K-pop in general can really mold you and turn you into its puppet it's scary. leaving you all with a sincere note to end this video. K-pop is never that serious. It never is. If you're getting an argument with someone online, a discussion, it is literally never serious enough to throw accusatory language like this out at someone, or lie on their name, or slander another group or another idol over what they've done or the music they've made. It is literally never that serious. Ever. The idols that you so actively defend online, like your life depends on it, saying stuff that would get you fired from a job, those idols probably don't even know you exist, and probably wouldn't want you attacking other people like that. Just saying. Anyways, I hope you have a good day. Steer clear from Pruitt, and I'll see you guys in the next video.